Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. So, it appears that YouTube is recommending my videos again. So, if you saw my video yesterday where I went 24-1 with the double fighting squad, I appreciate you coming to watch that video. It seems like YouTube really liked that one, so it actually pushed it to my subscribers. That seems to be a problem lately where YouTube does not push my videos to people who are subscribed to my channel. So, if you are subscribed to the channel and you're seeing this video, the best way that you can help me out is just by hitting the like button. I know you hear it a lot, but for real, YouTube has been hating me a lot lately. If you want to help me continue that trend and continue getting videos recommended to my own subscribers, I would appreciate leaving a comment, leaving a like, all that kind of stuff. The engagement on the last video was absolutely wonderful, so thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. It is very nice. I'll be very frank with you, it's like 60 or 70 bucks that I made on that video, but that's a lot better than 20 or 30 bucks. If I can post a video like that that gets that many views every day of the week, I might actually have enough to pay rent and eat. So I wanted to add one more thing here. So I went into my YouTube analytics and I read up a bunch on the statistics, whether or not subscribers have notifications turned on. And apparently when your subscribers don't have notifications turned on, your videos get recommended less, not only to subscribers who don't have notifications turned on, but also just get recommended less overall. So if you wouldn't mind turn notifications on, that would do me a huge favor. I would very much appreciate it. It would help the channel out a lot. And again, thank you so much for yesterday's video. It feels good to be making those kind of views again. So thank you guys, and continue with the video. Anyway, enough, self-pitying, all that nonsense. I hope you're well. I hope you're staying safe and all that. And for real, if you do enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like. If you're new, subscribe as long as you enjoy the content, as there will be much more like it. And I'm sure there's a lot of new people around here now. So let's take a look and see what we're talking about today. All right, so today we're talking about I don't know what we're talking about today. Why is the screen empty? Oh, Dedenne, that's right. Sorry, it's a very, very small Pokemon. So yes, we're talking about Dedenne today, and Dedenne is a wily little bastard. You know what I mean? It's just all over the place. It's crazy. Actually, no, it's actually really good. I think it's a very, very underrated Pokemon, and I did so well with this thing. I'll post like how well I did with it, here, but I'm pretty sure at one point I went 14-0, so I had a lot of fun with this. I had a lot of fun with this Pokemon, and I want to give a huge shout out to Caleb Peng for the idea for this team. I believe this is either exactly his team or a very similar team based on his Dedenne team. So let's take a look at it. So we've got Shrady in the lead with Counter, Power Up Punch, and Foul Play. And then we have Pelipper with Wing Attack, and then Hurricane, and then Weater Ball, and then we have Dedenne in the back with Thundershock, Discharge, and Play Rach. I know it's crazy that I'm not running an ABB team, but it ends up working out very well when you save Dedenne as the closer. Dedenne is an awesome closer. When shields are down, a Play Rough will one-shot an Obstagoon. It's actually pretty nuts the way I was able to play this. So I'm going to play a good one first, and then we'll play, the rest of them. So let's get into it. And I'll show you how to play the team. Alright, so we lead with Shrady. We pick up, this is a really bad lead for us because we can't save switch. Because Dedenne loses pretty hard to Nidoqueen. So we're going to stay in this, go for the extra counter, and we do get the extra counter. We're going to let the first Poison Fang through because that one's going to do the least amount of damage. We're going to be over farming, attempting to prevent fast moves. We are successful, so we're going to go for the Foul Play. This hits for neutral, and we are able to land it. And at this point, I believe I just let this go. I believe I just let it go. And then that's going to be taking me out. Can't get to the Power Up Punch, but that's okay. Now we can come in with Pelipper. We're not going to shield the Poison Fang. We're just going to let this come through, and then we're going to farm this thing all the way down. We're farming all the way down. We did take a lot of damage here, but let's see what comes in. It's going to be an Umbreon, so we're going to go straight for the Hurricane here because I doubt they're going to shield. And then after that, I believe I'm going to try to catch a foul play on my Dedenne. But apparently there was a snarl that was snuck in that didn't show an animation, so I was not successful in catching. So I'm going to try again, catching on the third snarl. Takes 4 snarls to get to the first foul play, 3 to get to the second, so we're able to catch the second one. And now since they're staying in here, my guess is they probably have like a Talonflame in the back or something like that. So I'm going to let this come through, and they actually went for a foul play instead of a last resort. Not sure about that. Now we're going to be going for the Thunder. I would normally go for a play rough here, but I'm going for the discharge since they're staying in because I'm assuming that there's something in the back that there, yeah, there it is. It's Scrafty. So we're going to go for the play rough here. They might think it's a discharge, and they do. And now Scrafty is gone. Scrafty is gone forever. He is gone, and he's never coming back. Unfortunately, he's just not coming back. All right, so I think they know it's over because they're not even shielding anymore. So. They're going to go for a foul play, and then I'm just going to wing attack down. So that's a pretty good one. All right, now we'll play them in order. We're going to play them in order. I did these all today. They're just kind of randomly assorted here. All right, so we pick up a lead against a Scrafty. I'm actually going to attempt to catch the power-up punch on my the Pelipper here, because Dedenne is going to be a good counter to Scrafty. It resists everything and does double super effective damage with the play rough. And then they come out with a, what's his face? Old Jellicent the Magnificent. So we're going to let this come through. And they decide to bait with a Bubble Beam, which was a freaking mistake. You fool! You actual fool! You baited with Bubble Beam? Who do you think you are? Some sort of blue... Man, I don't have an insult for this. I don't have. Look, it's a jellyfish. Okay, all right. So we go. We let the Shadow Ball come through. We take the shield advantage. We come in with the Scrafty because Scrafty. We could come in with the Dedenne, but we want to save the Dedenne for the Scrafty. So again, they're going to be going for Bubble Beam. So I'm going to go for the foul play here. This is not going to KO. And I make a mistake here. I'm actually trying to switch into the Dedenne to farm down, but I didn't realize they had a Bubble Beam. So unfortunately, we have to tank a Bubble Beam, which is going to debuff our attack, which makes things a bit rough here. So Scrafty comes in, and we're going to go for the discharge here. I don't know about this play. Probably should have gone for the play rough, but that's okay. We're going to let this come through. I do believe it's just a power-up punch, but that's resisted. Dedenne is also very glassy, which you should know. And I actually let the second power punch come through. I'm hoping that my Scrafty can clean up here. So we build up to the play rough. We go for the discharge. We're getting some extra energy here, so we can have some on the back end. We're going to see what's in the back. Let us see. We're going to be switching into the Scrafty, it appears. It's a Talonflame. Yes, we're going to switch into the Scrafty, go for the foul play here. This is going to do a good amount of damage, and it's going to make them need to throw. I have 2 shields here, but my Dedenne is one Incinerate away from death. So I'm actually going to shield this up so I can get to this foul play, which means that I can get their last shield. And if I can get their last shield, then that's GG's for them, because all I need to do is get the discharge off, and that's the GG's. That's a fat GG's. They tried to sack the Jellicent, and they didn't realize I didn't even have a discharge yet, so joke's on you. You just fed me some free energy, and now I have the discharge. So GG's, that's going to be taking out the Talonflame. Or I've been seeing a lot of Talonflames, by the way. A lot of them. Alright, positive lead here up against Jirachi. We're going to go straight for the foul play. This is going to be doing super effective damage. We're hitting for neutral with the counters because Steel takes super effective and then Psychic resists. We are able to sneak a counter through. We're going to let this first Doom Desire come through. It does do a lot of damage. Now we're going to try to catch the second Doom Desire on our Pelipper. Pelipper is going to resist the Doom Desire because water resists Steel. And so we tank that, no problem. And they're staying in, so I'm going to go for the Weather Ball here. This is going to be taking out the old star-faced guy. I don't know what it is. I don't know. So it seems like their team is going to have a weakness to Pelippers, which means I'm going to be shielding up the second Doom Desire and then just going straight for the Weather Ball here because the Confusions do a lot of damage. Jirachi does hit pretty hard. So we're going to take that thing out. And apparently they didn't... I don't know. They could have come in with this thing. So either way, I'm going to go for the Weather Ball here. I will win the CMP tie, so I'm hoping they threw. They did throw. That's perfect. That's going to be wasting their energy, basically. They could have over-farmed in this situation. So now, at this point, I'm going to be coming in with the Shrady, because Dedenne gets absolutely obliterated by old Unova Stunfisk here. It also gets obliterated by Galarian Stunfisk, so that's, you know, something you need to know. Alright, so we get them extremely low, but guess what? These Thunder Shocks are triple resisted up against the whole, the dude, I don't know. Either way, Ludicolo comes in, so a spicy pick. I like to see it. So we land the Play Rough that does massive damage here. Our Thunder Shocks are actually hitting for neutral here because of the Grass and Water type. Water takes super effective and Grass resists. They don't really have a bait move, so I'm going to go straight for the Discharge. I don't know the counts. I wasn't really counting too much today, which is a mistake, but either way, as you can see, those Thunder Shocks are not enough to take it out, so we actually have to get to the Discharge, because they are triple resisted, electric resist, and then ground double resist, so able to take that win though. Alright, another positive lead. We're going to see what happens here. Pelipper comes in. We're going to go for the foul play, I think. Actually, no, I think I just let this come through because they didn't even build up to the Hurricane. We're going to let the Weather Ball come through, and since we did some damage with the counters there, we're actually going to be able to win this matchup just because we have we have more health than the opposing Pelipper does. So we go for the Weather Ball. I know that's kind of silly. But the reason I did that is because I wanted to get some damage off. They're going to be going for the Hurricane. I shield up the Hurricane. Unfortunately, it was a CMP tie, and I lose the CMP tie, so I undercharge this Weather Ball, which is going to allow me to get a couple extra wing attacks here. And then we're going to see what comes back in. It's going to be the Empoleon, obviously. And then if they don't throw, we're going to get to the Hurricane. So they do throw. They're going to get to the, the Drill Peck before that. A little bit before I get to the Hurricane though, so that's fine. I have two counters here, two Empoleon, but we're going to come in with the Shrady, I do believe. Shrady comes in and Altaria comes in. We're going to build up to two foul plays. Throw one of them to get some damage off because I don't think they're going to shield. And then we're going to come in with Dedenne. Dedenne is going to be double resisting these Dragon Breaths because of that Fairy typing. That is one very, very good thing about Dedenne. When it has that Fairy typing, you can resist basically any dragon that comes at you. Discharge would hit for neutral here because Dragon resists, and then Flying takes super effective from Electric. We do shield up because they built up to a Moonblast, but they baited with the Sky Attack, and now they're throwing a move, and it's just the Sky Attack, so that's fine. I'm going to overfarm now. They really should have tried to go for the Moonblast there, but instead they're allowing me to farm up some extra energy. We go for the Discharge, and then we go for another Discharge. There was some lag there, so I wasn't able to throw right away. Discharge comes through, we get the shield, and now we come in with the Shrady. Throw the power-up punch, or I'm sorry, throw the foul play. This is going to be doing some neutral damage. We get one counter off, the Waterfall comes through, and now we just got to farm this thing down, and we're able to farm down with 1 HP. There are so many 1 HP wins with Dedenne. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous how many times I've won with 1 HP. Alright, picking up a positive lead against his Wireless. Another pick that I love to see. I love Wireless. But it seems like this opponent has a weakness to Shrady, which is telling me they probably have a Steel type in the back, which is a mistake. You definitely don't want to run an ABA weak, or a team that is ABA weak to something, especially a fighter, because fighters are very common. So we don't shield that up. Let's see what comes in. It's going to be an Azumarill, so we're going to come in with the Pelipper, and there it is. It's a Bastiodon, so just as expected. This is why I like Pelipper on the safe switch, though, because it forces the opponent to throw. Like, say, Bastiodon comes in, they're going to be forced to throw a Stone Edge, or a Galarian Stunfisk is going to be forced to throw a couple Rock Slides, because two Weather Balls actually KOs a Galarian Stunfisk. Also, if you notice there, I threw my Weather Ball at the same time that they got to their Stone Edge, which means that they aren't able to overfarm. So that's, big brain plays. So we're going to come in with the Shrady and farm all the way down. We have a lot of energy now. Let's see what's in the back. It's going to be the Azumarill. We're going to go for the foul play here. They do have 2 shields, but I don't see them shielding this, but they do anyway. So now we come in with the Dedenne, and this is obviously a good matchup here. We are going to be taking neutral damage from everything they throw, so we're going to shield up whatever they come out with. So they're going to be going for an Ice Beam. They have 2 Ice Beams, so they're going to be throwing a second Ice Beam. I could have let this one come through. It doesn't KO, but Just to play it safe, we're gonna, you know, blah blah blah, shield it up. Go for the discharge here. Let's see what happens. And they decide not to shield, so now I just need to build up to 2 discharges, and we very much outpace Zoomerl when it comes to getting to moves. So a little bit more lag there, as you can see, and then we're able to get to the second discharge, and that's going to be taking the win against the Azombombatombra Bombadil. Got a comment the other day that said somebody didn't like me saying Azombombatombra. Azombombatombra bom bom, Azombombatombra bom bom, Azombombatombra bom, Azombombadil badom bom, bib bib bibbidi bill, Azombombombaril. All right, so if that person's annoyed enough yet, then unsubscribe, because we don't want you here. All right, we're gonna be coming in with the Pelipper here. And we did have to shield up against the Shrady. I don't know why I didn't switch right away. I think I wanted to force. I don't know what I was doing. Either way, we're able to come in here. We do get to shield with the Hurricane, and I think I just let this come through because Dedenne really needs shields. So now we're gonna have to come in with the Dedenne here because Shrady just gets hard walled by Azombombatombra. So now there's a Trevenant in the back, and we're going to be coming in with the Shrady to catch a Seed Bomb. This is going to be doing neutral damage here, which is fine. And we are going to be able to get to 2 foul plays. So we're going to go for the first one. Unfortunately, a foul play that's not boosted by a Power Punch does not KO a Trevenant. So I'm just going to go for the Power Up Punch here, which may have been a mistake because now Azumarill is going to be able to come in and get some farming done. So let's see how that works out for us. We should be able to. Okay, so they realize that they're gonna have to throw because a foul play will come close to taking them out, and then I just, you know, come in here and they actually do a very nice catch on their Obstagoon, which is fine for me. I'm gonna go for the discharge here. Obstagoon's gonna be doing resisted damage with literally everything here. They're gonna be doing resisted damage with the counters because of our fairy typing, and with the Night Slash because of our fairy typing. So we're gonna win the CMB tie here. I don't maybe they're building up to like a hyper beam or something. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but I decide to let this come through. No, actually I decided to shield it. Okay, I decided to shield it in case it was a hyper beam, I guess. And then the Azumarill is going to be coming back in. We just need to get to the discharge. Very close match there. They were getting close to a charge move. So again, like I said, there are so many times where I have won. All right, this is a loss. Oh, that was funny, man. That was the only loss I had recorded, and I got my Dedenne got focus blasted by a Hypno. If you're the guy who focus blasted my Dedenne, massive respect to you. You win. You win. You win. Okay, you win. All right. Anyway, so we picked up a positive lead, and the Azumarill comes in. And since Dedenne has a terrible matchup against against Trevenant because the electric type moves have resisted, we're gonna come in with the Dedenne, and we can also win against Trevenant with our what's his face, Pelipper. So we're going to be farming up a lot of energy here. We're going to be throwing the, oh, we did not count correctly. We did not count correctly. That is not good. So now we actually have to overfarm even more. And then we get some lag, of course. We always get the lag. So we are at 100 energy, so we need to throw. Discharge takes it out. We have 0 to 2 shields. Things are not looking good for us. And a Galarian Stunfisk comes in. We're going to come in with the Shrady, knowing that our Shrady has good play up against Galarian Stunfisk as well as Trevenant. I'm expecting them to stay in and go for the Earthquake here. But since they did that, I did about 50% of their health with the counters, which is good. Earthquake comes through, that's fine. And then Trevenant comes in. We're going to go for the foul play here. This is probably going to be getting the shield, I'm imagining. So we do get the shield. And now if they overfarm here, that's very good for me. I go straight for the power punch. This is just me hoping that they lost count. And I was correct. They lost count. So they gave me both of their shields. So very, very nice. And then I come in with the Dedenne and throw the Play Rough right away, which is going to hit for neutral here. I didn't even know if I was going to win the CMP tie there. I don't think I did, because I got the extra Thunder Shock in. I think Trevenant would win the CMP tie, but they didn't throw right away. Pelipper comes in to farm down. Galarian Stunfisk is here, and now we just go for the Weather Ball, and that's going to be taking out the Galarian Stunfisk. Stunfisk needs 2 Rock Slides to take out the Pelipper anyway, so that's going to be that game, and that was a good one. That was a really good one, and I really should have lost the CMP tie to that Trevenant, but for some reason they decided not to throw, so that was good on me. All right, once again, negative lead. We love negative leads with this team. I'm telling you, every negative lead I've seen, I've ended up doing very, very well. All right, so we bait out a Galarian Stunfisk here with our Pelipper. We're going to be going for the Weather Ball, obviously hitting for super effective damage. We're getting some lag, and the opponent is not throwing a move, so I'm going for the next Weather Ball here, which is very, very good for me. And it's actually a CMP tie. You love to see it. So if I wanted to, I could shield this next Rock Slide and go for another Weather Ball, because Pelipper wins the CMP tie against Galarian Stunfisk. Pelipper actually has a positive matchup against Galarian Stunfisk, but I'm going for shield advantage here because Dedenne really needs shield. So we're going to come into the Shrady here, and we're going to farm all the way down. This is only 5 mud shots, so this is just going to be a resisted Rock Slide. We can farm all the way down. Our switch timer is up at this point, so we're going to be switching into... Oh, actually go for the... this actually makes sense as well. We're going to go for the Foul Play since we're up on shields, and now we're going to come in with the Dedenne, and Dedenne is going to be doing double super effective damage, and then when the Medicham comes in, we're going to be going for the Play Rough here. This does hit for super effective damage because of the fighting typing on them. We get their last shield. That is awesome. Now we're just going to shield up whatever this thing throws. Most likely it's going to be an Ice Punch, and I'm going to let the second Ice Punch come through because I know that that Pelipper can actually get to a Weather Ball, which would take me out. So we're going to let the Ice Punch come through, and the counters are resisted. We're over farming just a little bit here. We don't know how much energy they have. We lost count, so we're going to go for the Play Rough, and baboosh! We take out the Medicham, and then Pelipper comes in, and Pelipper needs to get to 2 Weather Balls to take me out. Unfortunately, we are 1 Thundershock away from a discharge, plus we still had a pretty healthy Shrady there, so that one wasn't as close as some of the other ones were. So able to take out the Pelipper. Goodbye, Pelipper. Alright, this is a close one apparently. Alright, another negative lead. Again, we love to see negative leads with this team. I see Walrein switches into Pelipper quite frequently. Walrein can actually lose to Pelipper if you land the Hurricane. And actually, look at how much the wing attacks are doing. They're doing a lot. And I was trying to force the CMP tie here with this Weather Ball, and I succeeded because I am an actual military genius. If you believe me, you should write in the comments, Shrady is a military genius. Alright, so we got a Shrady here. Scrafty's going to be farming down. We're going to have to tank an Earthquake here, which is fine. Not really that big of a deal. Scrafty's kind of useless when there's a Medicham on the opponent's team, but we're up on shields. We come in with the Dedenne, and the last Pokemon is a Lickitung. So we're going to go straight Play Rough here. I'm pretty sure Play Rough is more energy efficient than Discharge is. It does more damage, so I'm going straight for the Play Roughs here. We're going to shield up this Body Slam, and then go for another Play Rough. And then we'll see how this plays out. And there's the next Play Rough. We don't want to overfarm in this case because Lickitung does get to Body Slams pretty quickly. They decided to let it go, which is very good for me. And now at this point, I think I have to bait. I'm going to shield up this Ice Punch, most likely an Ice Punch. And then at this point, I'm going to go into my Shrady here to catch the next Ice Punch. And this is still going to be very close because the Ice Punch does not, it does enough that I can't get to a Foul Play. So we're going to bait with the Discharge. And all we need to do is get to this Play Rough. Hopefully we can get there before they get to 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're actually able to get to the Play Rough. That, again, such a close match here. We're doing... Like, these battles were so good, not just because the team is fun, but because I've been, like, winning with just barely any time left, barely, like, just down to the wire type of battles. All right, once again, a really bad lead here. This is, like, probably the worst lead that I've found so far. I'm sure there's worse leads out there, but for this team specifically, Nidoqueen is a very bad lead. So, we're going to be going straight for the Foul Play, as we usually do. And this is going to be doing for some neutral damage here, and then we'll let the second Poison Fang come through, and that's going to be taking us out, which is fine. Well, almost taking us out, and then we can come in with the Pelipper and farm all the way down. Once again, let the Poison Fang come through. It's going to debuff our defense, But that's fine. We're gonna come out of this with a lot of energy, and Pelipper with a lot of energy that's why Pelipper makes a good safe switch. Was with energy, it can do a lot. All right, so Pelipper is going to be going for the Hurricane here. I think we may have watched this battle. Did we watch this battle? Yes, we did. We watched this battle already. Okay, so let's just forget that then. You know what? No, let's watch it. I want to see Scrafty get obliterated again. All right, so we catch the foul play. I'm sorry. I want to see Scrafty get obliterated. It was really funny. All right, so we catch the foul play. Blah blah blah. They're staying in, which means, oh no, they probably have something weak to Dedenne in the back. Whatever shall it, whatever could it be? It could be anything. You never know. All right, so we're gonna farm up, and bait with the discharge here because we're expecting that they have something weak to Dedenne in the back. Going for the discharge, getting the shield. Now the Scrafty comes in. We go for the play rough, and they think that's probably another discharge, so no big deal, right? Baboosh! Get out of my face, Scrafty. I mean, sorry, son. You didn't believe hard enough. If you believed in yourself more, you could have done it, but you didn't. You didn't believe in yourself enough, so you're done. You're done for. You're done for, buddy. All right. All right. Man, I'm so sad that the Focus Blast one didn't record. All right. And then, all right. So, and I also used this team last season. These are the bonus battles here. We've got 3 of them. We're going to show you 3 bonus battles here. These are from last season with the same exact team. I believe the same exact team. All right, picking up a positive lead. This time I'm up against the Bastiodon. Yeah, same exact team. All right, so running Acid Spray for some reason. I don't know why I'm doing that. And also, I don't know why I'm throwing a charge move here. You definitely want to just farm this thing all the way down. You don't want to throw a charge move. You just want to farm all the way down, not throw a thing. Maybe throw a power punch if you have it, but just farm all the way down if they're staying in, because you can come out of this with 100 energy. All right, so since they stayed in, I'm switching out right away. Once again, we've seen how this plays out, and they have a Trevenant, which is fine. This is a Seed Bomb, so I'm gonna let this come through. Seed Bomb's not gonna take me out. Seed Bomb's a relatively weak move compared to Shadow Ball. We're going to go for the bait here. This Weather Ball is resisted, but we do get the shield, and now we're going to overfarm just a little bit more, go for the next Weather Ball. This might be landing. Nope, it doesn't land. They're going for the farm down, and that's... Ooh, I had the Weather Ball there. I had the Weather Ball. I'm pretty sure I had the Weather Ball and could have thrown it. I don't know why that didn't happen. Either way, we got both shields, so this is fine, right? So Seed Bomb is going to take me out, or it'll come close with the Shadow Claws. It will be taking me out. So Medicham comes in. We are going to Acid Spray for absolutely no reason. This is just a BM at this point. We're just going to be we're going to build up to the foul play and then come in with the Dedenne here. Dedenne is going to be taking neutral damage from Ice Punch, which is fine. Well, it's not that fine. Dedenne is so glassy. So we go for the Play Rough, which... without the Acid Spray debuff would still have KO'd here, so this was totally unnecessary to throw the Acid Spray. And then Trevenant comes in, and we're going to let this come through. And just to finish this one off, I think we're going to just, go ahead and throw the Acid Spray to take out the Trevenant. Acid Spray is going to hit for neutral here, and that's going to be taking out the Trevenant, so GG's. Alright, that was a good one. Here's another one that says kinda BM. That last one said BM. All right, so picking up a negative lead, we're gonna switch into the Pelipper here. And this Pelipper is, we're gonna throw this Weather Ball at the same time that they get to the Feather Dance, because we want them to shield. We want them to shield because they usually, what they do is go for the Feather Dance, and then they don't shield. All right, so they actually come in with the Jellicent, and I do believe I'll let this go. Could it be a Shadow Ball? It is another Bubble Beam bait. You fool! You actual fool! How dare you bait my Pelipper with your stupid Buble BM? All right, so at this point, I'm going for the Weather Ball here. Trying to force a CMP tie once again. Let's see if we're successful. Weather Ball coming through, and we are successful at... Alright, there you go. You learned your lesson. You went for the Shadow Ball. I'm coming back in with my Scrafty to farm you down with my double resisted counters. And we're actually able to farm down before they get to Bubble Beam, which is nice. And then they come in with the Pidgeot, but they don't throw. I don't know why they didn't throw. So I'm going to go for the foul play here, and it just takes him out. I don't know what's going on with that. They have a Scrafty in the back. So at this point, I am leaving this all up to Dedenne. I'm going to be going for the acid spray, of course, because why wouldn't I? You know, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? This is going to get the shield, and now we come in with our Dedenne, and at this point, I think I just, yeah, okay, so 2 shield flex on that one, and then the last one, this one is a 4 shield flex, which is like the best kind of flex. Alright, so picking up a positive lead, our whole team can beat Umbreon, which is pretty nice, and again, they're staying in. They're staying in. This is a little bit different than Bastiodon though. You don't wanna stay in and farm all the way down. So I'm actually gonna go for the acid spray and then farm all the way down. But since they are staying in, again, that's a big tell that there's something in the back that does not want to see a Scrafty. And then go for a foul play, which is even worse, man. That means they're probably running Psychic, which is even more resisted than foul play is. Wait, no, that's not true. No, you definitely want to go for Psychic. If you have Psychic, go for Psychic, because Psychic is resisted, whereas Foul Play is double resisted. So, if I had known that they only had Foul Play and Psychic, I would have just farmed all the way down. So, there's the Skarmory. We're going to come in with the Pelipper, and it's a Mew. Alright, so there we go. Mew comes in, and we are going to be probably shutting this up, I would imagine. Or maybe even calling a Surf. It's a Grass Knot. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to go for the Weather Ball here. This is going to be a bait. I would expect a shield out of this Mew. No shield coming out of the Mew. Okay, okay. Interesting. So we're going to go for the next Weather Ball here. This is not going to KO, unfortunately, but the wing attacks will take it out if they don't throw. So there you go. We're able to take Switch. Skarmory comes in. Now Skarmory is locked in against my Dedenne, and they just said no. No. They said no. My phone disconnected. They said no. They said, Skarmory, no. You're not allowed to fight that Dedenne. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really do appreciate all of the engagement that you guys did on the previous video. You know, leaving likes, leaving comments, let me know all the stuff that all your big brain information that I'm not able to, you know, understand myself. I appreciate you guys, seriously, I really do. If you went on to enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like, share it with your friends, and if you're new, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. And also, I've never done this before, but there is a huge part of my subscribers that have notifications turned off, and I know it's kind of annoying to get notifications, but also that really hurts my my channel. The less subscribers I have that have notifications turned on, the less my videos get recommended to those subscribers or any other subscribers. So if you wouldn't mind turning notifications on, that would do me a huge favor. I would really appreciate it. If you just want to support the channel, turn the notifications on and ignore them if you don't want to see the videos, but just turn them on, and it would really help me out. So either way, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: Running Froggy, The North Star, JR91, Dracobound, Nuclear Ninjas, Ankleweights, Umidia Lara, K, Bigler Banks, Doug J. Dempsey, DJ Mimsy, Sawyer Man, Clapton Caveman, Moach, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Kit Kulek, Will M, Edward O'Neill, Infamous One, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, Insubin, Stash Shoe, Richard, Madhouse 655321, Pineapple Pidgey, Max, Arbor Andy, and JD3D and Chaotic.